And speaking of another thing I might have spoken too soon about. Well, it certainly isn't that Mike Tomlin can coach teams up because, I've been saying that for quite some time.
Big proponent.
I had the Atlanta Falcons winning the NFC South. I honestly thought things would look good when Kirk Cousins connected in the end zone with Kyle Pitts. And I thought to myself, since when did Atlanta become London? When did that happen? Kyle Pitts wide open in the end zone.
Also waving his hand, like jumping up and down.
And it's like,
throw me the ball.
And it's not as if he's not tall enough to be seen.
Right.
But I had the Falcons winning this division. And the first week with Kirk Cousins in this offense, and again, we all know he didn't play. It was the summer of Heineke in Atlanta.
That's funny.
Well, it didn't look very good. That's for sure. Now it could be the fact that number 90 is coming out like his hair's on fire, as always, hearing people like me saying he wasn't Defensive Player of the Year last year, and he and Micah Parsons have put something on tape already for week 1 for that particular award.
I thought Watt was just permanently set up in the Falcon backfield.
Well, and there was one time he had the sack, he had the trifecta, but was just a hair off sides, and he was livid about being called for it.
He was offside
I think he did jump the gun a little bit there.
Little bit. And then he had another one called back on a penalty, a different penalty.
He was so freaking good
yesterday.
So it could be that, but the whole, just add Kirk Cousins, and Bijan Robinson is now going to be like Saquon looked like, and Drake London's going to catch touchdowns, and Pitts did catch one.
Yeah. I thought Kirk looked not great, rusty, maybe a little banged up, not 100% healthy.
I got to be honest with you, the last team you'd want to face is that Steelers defense. If you're a little bit rusty, because they'll make you look that way. But on the other hand, and again, I know that the Commanders might be the Commanders, but the Bucs looked superb.
Baker Mayfield.
They looked superior.
Unbelievable.
They looked like the superior team in this division. We need to see the Saints against an opponent that's not Carolina to make this decision. But me right now, sitting on the Falcons winning this division and not the Bucs, I might have spoken too soon. Now, I know this is just week 1. But you look at Atlanta's next 2 games, they're at Philadelphia. Kirk does not perform well under the lights on Monday night in Philadelphia, historically. And then they got Kansas City before they got home dates against New Orleans and Tampa, the 2 teams that did look terrific. They gotta come up with some dubs in some tough games. While Tampa, as I pointed out, they're at Detroit, but as I pointed out in the beginning of the season, I kind of like their schedule. They're home against Denver and Philadelphia, which is not easy. They're at Atlanta, at New Orleans, home for Baltimore. They're at KC, San Francisco. Those are the tough parts. The end of the season, it's not that difficult for a team. There's not a lot of outdoor games. They finish up with 2 at home. They got 3 out of 4 at home to start. Might have spoken too soon. Baker, my boy.
Ooh, looked great. Man. Number 1 fantasy quarterback yesterday.
Did you see him screaming that this is my city? Mike Evans, 2 touchdowns.
He played like he was seeking your approval last night.
Like Chris Godwin, run the team in catches and yards.
Rashad White.
Bucky Irving looked good.
I know. It was all good.
Yeah, it was all
and
good
defensively,
for Bucs,
they were all over.
Yeah.
I know Jade Daniels was just running for his life a lot and just running.
Yeah. I mean, if you look at the fantasy numbers, Jaden Daniels had a nice day, but he was running for his life.
Might have spoken too soon.
No Terry McLaurin involved.
Catch the Rich Eisen Show every single day on the Roku channel, 12 to 3 Eastern, for free.